Hey there! If you are a Java enthusiast or an aspiring Spring developer preparing for an interview, you have come to the right place. I am Alex, and today we're going to talk about one of the most exciting topics in the Spring framework, dependency injection annotations. Yes, I know, your heart is pounding with excitement already, isn't it? But don't worry, we'll keep it fun and engaging with plenty of real-world examples. So let's dive right in. First up, we have the famous auto-wired annotation. This annotation is used to inject a dependency by type. In simpler terms, it means you're telling Spring to magically provide you with a bean of a certain type without you having to write the tedious code for it. So, when should you use auto-wired? Well, let's say you're building a Spring MVC web application and you have a user controller that needs to call methods on a user service. Rather than manually creating an instance of the user service, you can simply annotate the user controller with auto-wired and let Spring work its magic. Voila! The user service is now at your fingertips. Another real-world example of auto-wired is in a Spring Boot application where you need to connect to a database. You can annotate your user repository with auto-wired to automatically wire up a connection to the database. It's like having a personal assistant that takes care of all your database connection needs. How cool is that? Next up, we have the lesser-known resource annotation. This annotation is used to inject a dependency by name. It's like telling Spring, hey, I want this bean with this specific name, please. It's useful when you have multiple beans of the same type and you need to specify which one to use. So, where can you use resource in real-world scenarios? Well, imagine you're building a Spring application that uses JMS message queues. You can use resource to inject a message queue into a message listener. It's like ordering a pizza with all your favorite toppings. You get exactly what you want. Another example of resource is in a Spring Batch application where you need to launch a job on a regular basis. You can annotate your job configuration class with resource to inject a job launcher, which lets you launch your job like a boss. It's like having a personal assistant who knows exactly when you need your morning cup of coffee. Finally, we have the inject annotation, which is part of the Java Dependency Injection, JSR 330 standard. It's similar to auto-wired, but it's designed to be more portable to other dependency injection frameworks. So, where can you use inject in real-world scenarios? Well, let's say you're building a Java EE application and you have a JSF managed bean that needs to call methods on a user service. You can use inject to automatically wire up an instance of the user service without any Spring-specific code. It's like having a universal remote that works with all your home entertainment systems. Another example of inject is in a Spring-based REST API where you need to authenticate users before allowing them to access certain endpoints. You can annotate your user controller with inject to wire up a security service that handles the authentication logic. It's like having a bouncer at your favorite nightclub who only lets in the VIP. So, there you have it, folks. A brief overview of Spring's dependency injection annotations with plenty of real-world examples. Whether you're using auto-wired, resource, or inject, you can rest easy knowing that Spring has got your back. So go ahead and use these annotations to streamline your Java code and make your development life easier. And remember, while these annotations may seem complicated at first, they're actually your best friends when it comes to dependency injection in Spring. So don't be afraid to use them, abuse them, and make them your own. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more Java and Spring tutorials and insights. And don't forget to leave a comment below if you have any questions or if you just want to share your favorite Spring jokes. See you next time. Finally, like our video and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate it.